Search and rescue teams in KZN are still hard at work. They refuse to give up on the people missing since the floods over 2 weeks ago. Tlotliso Monanyane is a Johannesburg EMS staff member who went to help with the rescue and recovery mission in KZN. He and Johannesburg EMS spokesperson Mulaudzi are with me in studio today. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming and to join us. Tlotliso, I obviously want to start with you. How was it, especially realizing that this has now changed from what you're used to, which is, or for what you're trained for, which is to rescue people. And now, the reality was it's now a recovery operation.
Yeah, thank you for having us. When we heard the news from everywhere, we actually were ready and we stood ourselves. We said that we were ready to go down to KZN. We were actually anticipating to receive a call to go down to KZN for recoveries, unfortunately. Under normal circumstances, we go to, we work for, this is your more than, this is like your rescue and not recovery. Not recoveries. So it becomes a problem when you have to go down to KZN to go and recover bodies when you actually supposed to be rescuing bodies, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the pictures that we have seen all around will never get to explain the situation down there. Unfortunately, it was very bad. It was very bad. But we went there, we had to soldier on and do the best that we know. Yeah.
Tlotliso, tell me, did you ever have to bring to surface a person's remains while in KZN?
It was part of the drill, an everyday drill. To each and every call that we went to, mostly from day 13th, day 14th, you can imagine how those people were. You know what? It was really bad. It was really bad. As you're asking me right now, I am actually having the playbacks of everything that was happening down there. Most of the bodies that were recovered are really bad.
Decomposed.
Really bad. Decomposed. Yeah.
And, did you ever find yourself thinking about what this person must have gone through, seeing that they're losing control of their breath? Always.
Always. That's what we ask ourselves most of the time when we respond to drownings and all that. They normally say that when you are in the water, you lose like 90% of your body mass. So you can imagine, this is now floods. It's flooding everywhere, and you don't have control, and most of the people cannot swim, unfortunately. So it was a disaster. It was a disaster.
Very heartbreaking. Dr. Mulaudzi, of course, you must be proud of the team.
Yeah, we're really proud. It was actually a deployment from COCTA, which is a department which is responsible for the fire service in Gauteng, which the members consisted the members from Gauteng EMS, Ekurhuleni, City of Johannesburg, and also Tshwane, led by my colleague, spokesperson from Tshwane, Tate Charles Mawa. So I think they did very well. These guys are very much experienced. They've been in search and rescue missions like in Algeria, the Philippines. So they have been out there, So we're really proud of them and the work which they've done. I think according to our information which we have, they managed to, in those areas where they were deployed, they managed to recover about 24 bodies because they were recovering about 6 bodies in a day. So they were there for about 7 days, which is, we're really proud of what they've done.
It's closure for the families.
Exactly. They have actually played a role to assist the families to find the closure. Yes, we could have wished to go there and kind of rescue other people who needed us, but I think from our side, we have to thank COCTA and also the Provincial Disaster Management Center for making sure that we've got required resources and also training. Because, in our line of work, we are always on the media, for all the wrong reasons, they don't have resources and things like that. Yeah. When we have resources and when we have men and women who are part of this team like this, who go out there and make sure that they assist people, we're really proud. I mean, out of the 23 members, we had 3 ladies. Out of the 3 ladies, there's a lady by the name of Rachel Martins, who's an international qualified dog handler, K9 dog handler. So we've got I think I have to blow our own horn to say in Gauteng, we are more organized. We are organized to deal with, whatever emergencies. Because for us, the working together, it doesn't only happen when we have emergencies like this, but almost on a day-to-day basis, we interact with each other, we share skills, you know, we make sure that when there's, you know, initiatives in another municipality, we work together. So as and when we are required to work together now, from all of us from various municipalities, it becomes easy for us to work together. So we're really proud, and we're hoping that the people of KZN, they will be able to find closure, you know, through our, you know, assistant. And of course, we have to thank, you know, the leadership of the city, the mayor, the city manager, and also the MMC of Public Safety. I think we're also happy that we've got a leader like Chief MMC David Tembe. I call him Chief MMC David Tembe because he understands, you know, the needs, firstly, of us as a fire service, and also he understands the environment we work with. So we appreciate, you know, his support also in terms of us making sure that we go out there and assist in other provinces.
Let me come back to you, Tlotliso. 24 bodies in 7 days, and you were part of that mission. I cannot imagine. Are you able to sleep at night?
I am able to sleep at night. Yeah, it is what it is. This is more of a calling than anything else, eh?
Yeah.
I've been in the fire department for some time now, and I'm loving every step of it. I'm loving every step of it. So this is part of the very same journey that we're traveling on. Yeah.
Did you ever have to save a young child? Because a lot of people have been saying, my 11-year-old son, my 7-year-old daughter.
Unfortunately, as you have said earlier on, that it was more of a recovery kind of a call. So yeah, we got bodies of young children, but unfortunately, yeah, we couldn't save them.
How was that?
It is draining us emotionally, having to think that you left your own young ones at home and now you're rescuing the very same age group. Yeah, it hits home. Really, yeah, it does.
Did you ever find yourself thinking about the families where, you know, the news would be broken? I mean, I know, like Ndate Mulaudzi said, you know, at least it gives them closure. But at the same time, you know, you don't wish for somebody to come break the news to say your mother or child was found dead, you know?
You know what? That does come to mind. But if we can understand that already it was 13 days, 14 days after the incident. So I would like to believe that already the families are sitting at a point whereby they're saying, we're just sitting here waiting for the body and nothing else. Yeah, they're just waiting for the bodies. They were ready to receive the bodies. And the people from KZN, I'm telling you, they were so helpful. We got to a point whereby, I mean, we went down there under the cap of USA, SA01. As Mr. Mulaudzi has said, that it's a disciplinaries, where you have the city of Johannesburg, the Swami, and the Gauteng provincial government as well as part of the USA. So we went down there to help those people, and to a point that we found ourselves, the people, the community, helping us to do a search of the very same people that they're looking for.
Some of them
were very helpful.
Probably also scared for their lives themselves because they don't have the kind of training you do underwater.
Yeah, and it got even worse when we lost an officer down there.
I was going to ask you that, actually. You know, last week we actually carried the funeral of Officer Busisiwe Mjwaha live. You know, she was described as a hero, which she was. You're also part of that hero team. So did you ever go through, after finding out that another officer, it was 2 officers plus a canine, lost their lives, did you ever go through moments where you were like, please God, can I just come back to my family today?
You know what? You might not believe it. With us, it's a different story. We know that we can go in and never come out. So most of the time, that is the mentality that we have. I might go in and never come out. If it is my time, then it is. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Yep.
I mean, you know, I remember hearing the story from my colleague Desin Tathia, who's a senior reporter who was covering the funeral service of Busisiwe Mjwaha, and he was saying that she came into the unit not even knowing how to swim, having a fear for water, but she did it anyway, and she saved a lot of lives while she could. You know, did you ever have that fear and decide that, you know what, I'm doing it anyway?
Not really. When I joined the fire department, already I could swim.
Okay.
And the department just enhanced my skill. Yeah, so I'm more comfortable when I'm in water than anything else.
Oh, lucky you, lucky
yeah,
you.
I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. So all in all, you know, would you do it again?
Always. Always. Always.
I think, you know, the question that I'd like both of you to answer, you know, besides the fact that, you know, this has been very traumatic emotionally, to see the many people, governments, different organizations, ordinary people coming together to show unity for the people of KZN, it showed the resilience of South Africa, right? Yeah. What we can do if we just come together as a country.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I felt very emotional also to see, you know, the willingness from the, you know, ordinary people on the ground who, you know, be it on television, on radio, you'll hear people asking whether how can they be able to assist, you know, organizations which are on the ground like Gift of the Givers and others. So, yeah, it really showed us, you know, as a nation that we can be able to face any situation. You know, most of the people, they always ask, I was asked, are we ready to deal with emergencies like this? If it comes to Gauteng, Joburg, Tshwane, I think that question is answered now.
Yes.
Because the very same people who went out to assist, coming from Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, city of Johannesburg, and also Gauteng EMS. So that I think that question is clear now.
Answered, yeah.
You are aware of what is it that we are capable of, and of course we need to thank each and every residents of the citizens of South Africa who are on a day-to-day basis, you know, pledging their support to the affected residents of the, you know, KZN. And I'm sure out of all this incident, I think we have to learn and appreciate the conditions which the rescue technicians work under. I think after this incident, maybe our communities out there will appreciate emergency services personnel much more better than before, because we cannot continue to hurt the very same people who are assisting us like now. Yeah. You know, incidents where you see firefighters are being stoned, vehicles are being stoned, they are being robbed and hijacked. Maybe after this incident, our communities will be able to appreciate and also appreciate the work which, you know, Tlotliso and the other, you know, colleagues are doing out there in our communities all over South Africa, not only in Johannesburg, because we still find situations where firefighters are being attacked, you know, paramedics are being attacked while they are rendering this service. So I'm just hoping that communities will appreciate, you know, much more better than the way they used to appreciate these guys than before. So I'm hoping that from now on, maybe they will actually work with us much more better. They will make sure that when Tlotliso is responding to an emergency, they will make sure that they protect him, because they know that tomorrow
it might be them.
Exactly.
Exactly. Tlotliso, psychosocial assistance.
Yeah.
Do you get psychosocial assistance? Do you need it? Or are you guys just going to soldier on until it piles up? Because at the end of the day, you know, like you're saying, you have young ones that you left at home, and now you have to carry someone else's child dead outside of water. It does deal with you, no matter how strong you are.
Yeah, you know what? In the city of Johannesburg, we do have a program that is actually assisting with that. And yeah, it's doing wonders. It's doing wonders. But then this is what we normally do, Rona, when we are alone. We would talk about these incidents. Okay. When we talk about them, that's when we healing each other. We're making jokes about the incidents at times, because unfortunately that's how we get to heal ourselves. Yeah. But either way, we soldier on.
Well, thank you very much to the both of you gentlemen for coming to speak to us. Well done. You know, I don't know what else to say, except to say well done. I'm pretty sure there are many families who are grateful that today they'll be able to bury their loved ones after your assistance, because it could have gone either way. Thank you very much to the both of you. That was Robert Mulaudzi, the spokesperson of the emergency services, as well as Tlotliso Monanyane.